In this video, we will learn about user-defined functions in C programming. A function is a self-contained block of statements that performs a particular task. All the programs that you have already written have one function main. However, a C program may have more than one function. Functions in C programming can be categorized into two: built-in functions or standard library functions, and user-defined functions. Library functions are functions which are already defined in C library such as printf, scanf, etc. User-defined functions are functions which are defined by the user for doing a specific task in the program. A function has three different parts: function definition, function call, and function declaration. Function definition is the block of code that performs a specific task. The general syntax of function definition is shown here. It consists of two parts: function header and function body. The first line of function definition is known as the function header. The statements within the curly braces is known as the function body. Header includes the return type, function name, and the parameters. Return type is the data type of the value the function returns. For example, if the function returns an integer value, the return type is int. If the function returns a character value, its type is char. Function name is the unique name given to the function by the programmer. Any valid C identifier can be chosen as the function name. Within the parentheses, specify the list of parameters separated by comma. Each parameter serves as a placeholder to receive the values that are passed to the function. The general form of function header is return type, function name, within the parentheses type 1, parameter 1, comma, type 2, parameter 2, comma, etc. up to type n, parameter n. For example, suppose we want a function to add two numbers. Assume that the function add two integer values. Then the sum is also integer. Hence, the return type is int. I am giving add as the function name. The function expects two integer values as input. Hence, the function header will be int add int num1, int num2. Do not put semicolon at the end of function header. Int is the data type of sum. Add is the identifier that represents the function name. Num1 is parameter 1 and is of type int. Num2 is the second parameter, again of type int. That means the function is expecting two integer values as its parameters or arguments. Num1 and num2 are identifiers. In the function header, if the return type is omitted, the default return type is int. For example, if we write add int num1, int num2, it implicitly means that the function add has return type int. There are functions which do not return any value. The type of such functions is specified using the keyword void. For example, consider a function to swap the values of two integer variables. The function requires two input variables, but it does not return any value. We can write the function header as void swap within the bracket int num1, int num2. There are certain functions that do not require any input values. In such function header, the function name must follow empty parentheses. For example, consider a function to just print the word hello. This function do not require any input parameters and it does not return any value. We may write the function header as void print hello empty parentheses. Since the function do not return any value, the return type is void. Print hello is the function name. Since the function do not require any input values, empty parenthesis is mentioned after the function name. Instead of empty parenthesis, we may also write the keyword void inside the parenthesis. Now, let us discuss about function body. The part of the function definition that follows the function header is the function body. Function body is enclosed in a pair of braces. The function body contains local variable declarations and other statements necessary for performing the required task. Return statement is used to return the result evaluated by the function. Let us now write the function body of the function add. Function body starts with open curly brace. Declare variable sum equal to num1 plus num2, return sum. close the function body with closing curly brace. Now we will discuss on function call. Defining a function does not execute the function. A function is executed only when it is invoked or called. Function call transfers the control of the program to the called function. The syntax of function call is function name within the bracket argument list and put the semicolon. Now, let us see how to call the function add. Suppose we want to add 3 and 4 using the function add. We write add 3, 4. Now, suppose we want to add the values of variable n1 and n2. We write add n1, n2 and put the semicolon. To call a function without any parameters, the function name must follow empty parentheses. For example, to call the function print hello, write print hello empty parenthesis semicolon. Now let us see how does the function work. All C program will have function main. We have got another function add. The main function calls the function add and passes the values of n1 and n2 to function add. The program control will now go to the function add. The value of n1 will be copied to num1 and the value of n2 will be copied to num2. The sum is then calculated and the value is then returned back to the main function. The main function will copy that value in variable result and then execute the remaining steps. Here, main is the calling function and add is the called function. Now, let us see what is the return statement. The return statement terminates the execution of a function and returns control to the calling function. A return statement can also return a value to the calling function. Syntax of return statement that returns control from function without return value. Just write return and put semicolon. Return control from function that returns value. Return expr semicolon, where expr is the expression whose value is returned by the function. Where to place function definition in a program? We can place the function definition after the main function or before the main function. In the first case, function call appears before the function definition. Case 1 requires a function declaration. Function declaration informs the compiler about the function name, the number and type of parameters and return type of the function. Function declaration is required before function call. Function declaration is also known as function prototype. The syntax of function declaration is return type, function name within the bracket parameter list. Function declaration ends with a semicolon. Function declaration for function add is int add within the bracket int num1, int num2 semicolon. Parameter name is optional in function declaration. Hence, we can write int add within the bracket int, int semicolon. Where to place the function prototype? Place the function prototype before the main function, or you may also place the function prototype inside the main function. In that case, the function is accessible only inside the main function. In case 2, function definition appears before the function call. In that case, no need for explicit function declaration. Function header will serve the purpose of function declaration. Here is a complete program to add two numbers using function. For detailed description of the program, please refer the following video.